What's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me with another Topics with Becky, and we're going down the rabbit hole today in the people who you think love you but don't. This is a short video, but please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, set that notification bell down below so you always know when the next video does go live, and let's get started. So thanks for coming on down the rabbit hole with me and learning something new, okay? So I want to bring this up because I think sometimes we get surrounded by people who we just assume they love us the way that we love them. You know, like we're dealing with heartbreak and hurt and generational curses and pains and hurt people hurting people, and we've been growing up around that for so long that, you know, it's like when somebody comes into our life and they show us a lot of love, right, and they approve of us and they give us so much kindness and they're always caring for us, and yet we still have this feeling inside of ourselves like, are they real or am I just crazy or what? But then there's things that arise and you want to listen to your intuition, but because they're loving you so much, it's kind of like, I don't want to. Like, this has happened to me many times, okay? When I bring this up, because I just want you guys to understand your intuition is here to help you, not hurt you. And sometimes I feel like we're afraid to listen to our intuition because we feel like that's going to hurt us. And what it's going to hurt is our ego. It's not going to hurt our soul. It's going to hurt our ego. I've had plenty of friends in my life that I've given so much to. Like, there was a friend that I was contacting recently in regards to a situation that was super exciting, and I was just wanting to wish them, you know, good luck. And I never understood why our friendship fizzled out. Like, I never could understand it. It was just very interesting. But as I've grown, I understand now why it had to. And it's just because this person was not meant to follow me along this journey, because they're on a different journey altogether. And their journey, it's not something that I can give up what I am and what I'm doing so that I can be a part of their journey. I just can't. I can't do that any longer. I did that for so long. And my intuition has always told me that there was going to be a time to say goodbye. And it's like, but goodbye never really came. It just kind of, ghosting is what happened. And it happened again. And I was going to reach out to them and tell them, you know, I appreciate everything. I love you. And I'm just saying, you know, goodbye for now. But then I realized that it doesn't matter, because it's, I feel like people take that, okay, and this is not worrying about what others think. It was like, my ego was wanting closure, and my soul knew there was already closure, okay, and it was like, I couldn't figure out what it was. It was like, my ego was telling me, well, you have to end this, you have to end this, you have to end this, and my soul is like, you already know it's ended. Why are you going to continue to hurt yourself some more and think that it's going to turn out another way? And it was like my intuition was telling me, if you do this, they're not going to take it the way that you intended. And the way that I intend it is just that. It's just, it's goodbye. It's goodbye. I loved you. I still love you, but this is goodbye. And my intuition started showing me, right, my third eye. My third eye is so open sometimes, and I know that there's so much more to go. And I'm always like, wow. I started getting all these images of what could happen. And it was like, I asked the question, well, what if I just let it go? And it was silent. It was silent. It was just silent. And I was like, okay, I understand now. But see, like, my ego was trying to create a situation of re-hurting myself. It's like, I spoke my piece. I said the good luck that I needed to say. And I was being myself. And I was being true to myself in that. And if they didn't want to receive it as that, then that's fine. I can't change the way that a person receives my energy. Just like you can't change the way a person's going to receive your energy. And I knew in that moment that this person has never actually had their best intentions for me, even when they said that they did. You know, I needed emotional support. I needed a friend. And this person saw that as purchasing things was giving me emotional support, was giving me friendship. And that's not the way it works, okay? Like, a lot of people are in that. You have parents who are trying to buy love from kids. You have spouses that are trying to buy love from their partners. And there are some people who think that that is the way to show love. And honestly, there's so much more to it than that. There's so much to a stable relationship than that. And so as I've moved on and I've learned, I've also seen other things happen. And it's like, I was involved with somebody who I thought wanted to grow with me, and I was still reliving an injury from the past. And so this was just an evolved person to mirror back that injury to me so that I could heal it. And I was so upset at them for a long, long time, saying it was their fault that I was hurt. It was their fault that I was hurt. But here's the thing. Was it really their fault when my intuition told me early on that this person was being insincere? Multiple times, too. It wasn't just one or two times. Like, we were talking like more than a handful of times my intuition was saying, look, this person's not being sincere. Like, you really think that this person is on the same level as you are, is in the same journey as you are, and they're not. They're in a different chapter of their life altogether, and yet you guys think you're on the same page. No, they want you to believe that they're on the same page as you, and they're not. And they're not. And so I feel like that's what happens with us. And then you have people who have been family and friends for forever, and you're like, oh, well, no, they care about me, they love me, and yet when you're not around, sometimes when you're choosing to go on this journey of love, of self-discovery even, because you're leaving them behind in the energetic sense, they're emotionally hurt by that. And so what they do is they start spreading rumors about you. They start saying really nasty things about you as a person. They start really trying to hurt you and to deter you from your journey, because it's like, well, if they're not going to listen to me, then maybe they'll listen to this other group of people. And it's like, that's not fair. That's not fair. It's not fair. But instead of being mad about it, just saying, you know what, that's how you feel. That's not how I feel. And I'm just going to keep doing me, and I'm going to let you do you. And if you want to stick around for retribution, like, I feel like sometimes that's what we are. Like, there have been plenty of times where I wanted to stick around for retribution and hoping that I would see karma play out. And then I realized that no, I have had that. I've had a situation where I saw karma play out to someone who was terrible to me my whole life. And when I saw the karma play out, it hit me. It hit me that I don't want to see this again. I don't want to see karma play out, because I don't want someone to suffer the way that they made me suffer. Like, I just don't. And you think you do. But then if you're any kind of empath, if you have any kind of sympathy in your heart, what ends up happening is it's like an immediate, you feel bad and sorry for them. And it's like heartbreaking in a way, and overwhelming. And so I bring this up because I just want you to understand that no matter how much a person lies to your face and tells you that they love you, that they care about you, they want to see you succeed, sometimes you just have to follow your heart and your intuition. And no matter how long this person has been in your life, sometimes they're the worst culprits, right? Sometimes they're the ones that are just going to make you feel bad about yourself because they feel bad about themselves. And I say this on a lot of my tarot readings too, and a lot of my other videos. It's misery loves company. They don't want to be alone feeling unworthy. They don't want to be alone feeling unloved. They don't want to be alone feeling like they don't matter, they don't deserve something. But what they can't figure out, because hurt people, instead of saying, I'm drawing a line here and I'm going to stop hurting people and I'm going to start loving myself, they just continue to hurt people. When there are others of us on the journey who are saying, okay, this is just a vicious cycle. How can I bring this to an end? And then only when we ask do we receive an answer. If you're not brave enough to ask how to end the suffering, how to end the pain, how to end the heartache, then don't expect Source to ever say, let me give you an answer, because you've never asked the question. You have to first ask. You have to first be willing to receive. And that's hard for people in this society because we're so used to giving and never receiving. And then there are others who are so used to just receiving and never giving, and giving is asking the question. So it's a double-edged sword. And yet I bring this topic up because we can't sit here being angry at everyone outside of us, hoping that someday they're going to see us for who we are. And I've lived this. I wanted everyone else to understand the value of what I brought because I needed their approval. And it was like finally when I understood that I have value, and the reason I knew I had value is because everybody close to me left. Everybody close to me left. They left. They left. Not because I was vicious, not because I was mean, but because I changed. I changed, and I'm not the same person I was 6 months ago. I'm not the same person I was a year ago, let alone people who've known me for my entire life. I stopped being the doormat. And I guess you could say I became a bitch, but I wasn't a bitch. I was never rude to people. I was never mistreating towards people. I was only ever honest and truthful, and that's what people didn't like. Because when people lie to me, I call them out on their bullshit. I'm like, no, that's a straight out lie. I will be honest with you. If I know you're lying, I'm going to say that's a lie. And it's not for me to argue with you. It's just like when I know you're lying, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and be like accepting your lie, because that to me is encouraging people to lie to themselves, to lie on the journey, and to say that it's okay to be dishonest and deceptive to themselves. So beware of that, because people will start to lie to your face, and they'll be openly lying to your face when you get on this journey. And so you'll start to see people's true colors shine through, and you just have to be okay that that's how they are, and accepting of that. Like, you can't be mad. As much as I wanted to be mad, I knew that being mad, it was only going to perpetuate the situation. It was going to keep coming around to me again and again and again. So instead, it was just like, you know what, I forgive you for being that way towards me and thinking that that was okay. And I forgive you knowing that I can't do anything to change you, and I accept you as you are, and I'm not going to trust you moving forward. Maybe I'll say this to their face, and maybe I won't. There are some people who do need to hear that, and there are others that it's just better to stay silent, because they're on this war path of always having to be right. And that's part of this journey. Your intuition grows so much that your discernment becomes a second nature. And you just know. You know when it's okay and when it's not okay. And you accept that and you move forward with that. So I bring this up and just knowing, just keep working on yourself and knowing that that in itself will grow your intuition. And as it grows your intuition, you're going to be aware of how to take care of any situation that comes towards you, whether that's family, friends, a lover, an ex, you know, people you knew before that left, and you're like, well, I'm sad because I thought we were always going to be kind to each other. You guys see the fly that was on the wall? It's just a part of the journey. Not everybody's meant to follow this journey with us. And then there are people who are going to come into your life that will blow you away, because they're so amazing and they're on the same journey as you, and you guys can accept each other as you are. And that's really what we're looking for, is our soul family, right? The people who get us, not the people who want us to be who they want us to be. All right, this is what I have for you guys. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again, mwah, peace out. I love y'all. Bye.